In today's Health Alert, a new approach to childhood nearsightedness is now available in the U.S. after years of use overseas. Parents are already asking what it means for their kids and how well it works. So let's bring in our Chief Health Editor, Dr. Partha Nandi. And Dr. Nandi, good afternoon. We're talking about myopia and this new approach.
Yeah, good afternoon, Linda. Yeah, so myopia, so let me just kind of break it down. It's what most people call nearsightedness, and that means you can see things up close, but far away objects can look blurry. It's actually becoming more and more common amongst school-aged kids, and genetics play a role, but we think also that spending more time indoors, right, and doing things like looking at screens and reading may be contributing to the increase of this condition. Now, over time, myopia can also cause the eye to stretch and grow longer. It usually progresses while kids are still growing, and it can make vision worse and increase the risk of things like retinal tears, which is basically damage to the light sensitive tissue in the back of the eye that's needed for clear vision. Until recently, there are not really many options for treatment, but now pretty exciting. The FDA has approved special lenses called Stellest, and they are designed to slow the progression of myopia in kids 6 to 12. And they use these tiny raised dots, Glenda, arranged in 11 rings to redirect light onto the retina. And in studies, the kids wearing Stellest lenses had about 71% slower change in their prescription and about 53% reduction in how much their eyes elongated. So, a pretty exciting option.
Are there any side effects, Doc? And how much will this cost?
Yeah, the two big questions, right? So the FDA did not, have any serious side effects in their findings. So some kids in the study did notice some visual symptoms like blurring and halos while wearing the glasses. As for cost, the price is $450. That's an estimate. And most insurance plans, however, are expected to cover the lenses if the child meets the criteria. Now, we all know eyesight's super important, right? But many parents don't realize that by the time their kids finish high school, guess about this statistic, an estimated 30 to 40% will have develop myopia. So if you hear your kids complaining about the fact they can't see the whiteboards in class, or if you notice they're squinting, blinking a lot, rubbing their eyes, or sitting very close to TV, or their tablet, it may be time for an eye exam. And if myopia isn't treated, it can get worse and it can lead to high myopia, and that increases the risk of serious problems later, like retinal detachment, glaucoma, cataracts, and other damage to retina. So the message here is that, hey, we have a new option, but also let's be cognizant and be aware that this can happen, and let's get kids treated and more aware of this condition.
Sounds good, Doc. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Of course.
If you have a health question for the good doctor, you can email him, Dr. Nandi at AskDrNandi.com. Send it to us, Facebook or X. We'll get it right to him.